Hey traders, Rick here with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Today's date is Tuesday, February 6, 2024. In this video, I want to do a case study on a trade that we made, and after this, I want to take a look at UPS, and I'll be looking at trading that intraday. But first, let me talk about this VLO case study. Okay, so here's what we did. Well, first of all, let me share this with you, okay? Let's make that bigger. This is a calculator we use to calculate doubling our account. So I've got a couple of accounts, and one of them it's a $7,000 account. So I'm going to enter $7,000 in here and hit enter. There we go. And to double the account in a year's time, and in a year, what a year represents to me is 210 days. That's what I have to trade in a year. Is I need to profit 33, so we'll call it $34 a day, $167 a week, $167, or almost $700 a month to double that $7,000 account to $14,000. Now, what's important? I'll show you what's important on this. Okay, so let's keep these numbers in mind. If you want to jot them down: 34, 167, 667. This one doesn't matter right now. All right, let's go. So here's what we did yesterday. Yesterday being February 5th, Monday, right here, we bought one March call 130 strike. The reason I only bought one, it's only a $7,000 account, and I don't want to risk a lot of money. Okay, so we want to trading is all about risk, and we want to eliminate risk. So I don't put a lot of money into each trade. So we bought it yesterday. Now, as it rolled up today to these highs, we closed it, and we had a target up there, and we closed it right on the target, or awfully close to the target. Well, when we closed it, what we did is we ended up, here, let me write this out. I'm gonna grab my pen here, We ended up with 19.25%, okay, profit. Or let's put it in terms of money, $253. All right. So let's think about this now. One contract, we to eliminate risk, we only put one contract out there. Remember what we had to do per week, according to that calculator? $167. Okay, that's all we had to do. We put away $253 in one trade here. Now, please don't take this as we don't have losses. We do have losses, okay? Every trader in the world has losses. Don't kid yourself if you think they don't, or they tell you they don't. That's a load of baloney. Everyone has losses. But once you learn how to trade, once you get that system down, you limit your losses and you have some really good gains. So this is our case study for VLO. Did I forget to tell you anything? Oh, and by the way, this was all before noon today. So we bought it yesterday, we sold it before noon today, and we ended up with that $253 profit. And again, we only needed 167 for the week to double our money. So we're on our way. All right, I told you after this, we're going to take a look at UPS, and here's UPS now. So UPS, I'm going to get rid of that line right there. UPS this morning ended up with this little gap up. Now this is a daily chart, and this is a bull kicker. What in candlestick world, if you don't know what that is, called a bull kicker. Very powerful candle pattern, and well worth knowing about a little bit. Now, the thing is here, it's a nice bull kicker, but I just don't trade stocks down here. All right, I don't do that. There's a couple of rules that I need to have, And one of them is going to be these dots. Now, what I'm about to go through now is the basics of what we trade with, and the system, I guess, I trade with, and I'd like to share that with you, okay? So I think what I'd like to do is maybe come over here, because this will show it off a little bit better. So on the daily chart, what I'm looking for are these red dots to turn green. When they turn green, and then I'm also looking for what we call an RTW trend, and that's short for Road to Wealth. And what that is, this black line, and there's another line that we don't show on the chart. It's just the 3 exponential moving average, but it's 3 moving averages. It's the 3, the T line, and what we call the trendicator. That's the green dots. So when the green dots are green and the RTW trend is bullish, what we do is we look for entries based on what we call a PBO, or a pullback opportunity. Many of you may be familiar with the 3/8 trap. It's very much the same thing as a 3/8 trap. And more times than not, that's what it is. Or a breakout. And we'll get into the entry here in a minute when we really dive into UPS, what I'm looking for. So this is what I'm looking for. And you see, it's not there on the daily chart. So I can't trade the daily chart. However, there's 2 charts that I like intraday. One is going to be the 130-minute chart, or what we call the 3-bar chart. The reason we call that the 3-bar chart is in the end of the day, you'll have 3 bars, and that represents the daily chart. So we'll look at both the 3-bar chart and the hourly chart. So remember when I said I couldn't trade on the daily because we weren't above, we didn't have our green dots? Well, here you go. Notice the bull kicker here. That is very powerful. I take that very serious. It's a really good candle pattern to understand and to know. So up we go with the bull kicker, and now we're moving sideways and we've turned green. Now what we don't have here is the RTW trend, or Road to Wealth trend. We don't have that yet. But I can look past that as long as price holds, excuse me, price holds above the trendicator here. So what I'm going to do, I'm not in it right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, tomorrow, if everything sets up, I've got to have it set up, then I'll look to enter that. And then for a target area, I'm only looking for a target up here near the 50 or the 200 period moving average. That's all I'm going to look for. And that'll represent somewhere, say between 4 and 6%. It depends exactly where it's bought and exactly where it's sold. It will be an option. Now, that 4 to 6% will turn into a, I don't know, 12, 15, 18. That could turn into an 18, maybe a 20% option trade. That will, again, put that will be more than what we need in one trade to cover what we need to do in a week to double our money in that account. Okay, so there's a 3-bar chart. Now let's take a look at the hourly chart. There's the hourly chart. Now I want to show you something. See how the black line is over the green dots? The black line, by the way, that's what we call the T line, or the 8 exponential moving average. See how that's trending? And I know the 3 is not on the chart, but I know it's above it. So our RTW, or RTW trend, Road to Wealth trend, is now intact. There's your bull kicker. We've rallied up. We consolidated right at the 50 period moving average on the hourly chart. We closed above the 50 period moving average, okay? So our Road to Wealth trend is intact. We're in the 50, and those that are familiar with the rounded bottom breakout, those are familiar with that. There we go there. So I'll be looking to trade this. Now, any members out there, remember, if you're a member and you have the app, then I will absolutely keep you posted on the members app, okay? What we're doing with UPS. But UPS is looking pretty darn good here on that intraday chart based on the bull kicker, both on the intraday, 2 intraday charts we looked at, and that daily chart. Okay, I hope this was very helpful for you. Again, my name is Rick Sadler. I run the Hit and Run Candlesticks trading room. Hey, if you want to take a trial, check below in the chat. You'll see a link. There's 50% off the trials right now, where they're only $24.50 for 30 days. And we would love to have you come in the room. All right, everyone take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, or whenever you watch this video, whatever may come after it, okay? Take care.